Hello, and thanks for taking the time to listen to our web-based presentation about the Kentucky Innocence Project Externship. My name is Suzanne Hopf, and I'm the directing attorney for the Kentucky Innocence Project, and I want to tell you a little bit about our externship. Students at all three law schools in Kentucky have the opportunity to apply for and be a part of the Kentucky Innocence Project. This web-based presentation is aimed at explaining what you can expect from the externship. As of 2020, the KIPP Externship operates at all three law schools in Kentucky and teaches classes on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays at each respective law school. We teach about 10 sessions per semester, but we also go out into the field on additional days with the students. This course is a 2-semester course, and you'll work with a client that has been assigned to you and your extern partner. KIPP generally has between 3 and 4 staff attorneys working within the program, and we also have additional investigators that assist us. You'll be working with these different staff members to develop case theories and determine what kind of investigation would assist your client. The cases that are assigned will have pre-identified issues that have a realistic chance of litigation and client relief. Many of the cases that we assign to students involve forensic science issues or recants by witnesses or victims. These cases also involve a little bit of travel, and at the very least, you'll be expected to travel to the prison to meet your client. Depending on the case, investigation in the field, which could be anywhere in the Commonwealth, may be needed. I'll stress through this video how important it is to understand that there are days throughout the semester that you might have to miss class or miss work. In years past, there have been a few overnight field investigations that the students have volunteered to do. When they got done, they said they felt that was one of the best experiences that they had had in law school. This kind of post-conviction work is time-consuming. We can't take our clients back to court unless we have built a substantial case that's likely to overturn a former conviction. Our job is to review, to investigate, and then to determine what cases should be litigated. In 2019, KIPP had 4 exonerations and 1 case that was reversed for a new trial. That was a record high for the state since the KIPP program was started in 2001. One of the biggest aspects of the KIPP externship is that it's team-based. You'll have a student law partner from your class, and you'll also work with the various KIPP staff to thoroughly review the case and develop the plan that's most likely to move the case towards exoneration. These are what I call deep dive cases, meaning that there's usually no easy fix and it takes a substantial amount of work to get the case ready to go back to court. These cases have usually gone through all other stages of post-conviction relief, and KIPP is generally the last effort that will result in release of our client. In 2019, KIPP had an unusually large number of exonerations for such a small state and for a program that has truly limited resources. These results only occurred because the teams of dedicated KIPP staff and our volunteer externs worked diligently and thoroughly to develop the case materials. So, what would you be doing if you choose to become a KIPP extern? We have a very structured semester that walks you through a general orientation to KIPP work for the first few weeks, and then we give you a file with an A or B felony case. And these are usually very extensive files, and they take at least a month or more to review. Often we'll also give you the trial tapes to review, and we'll teach you how to maintain a proper log of all the materials that you're reviewing. You'll also meet your client, and hopefully that'll happen by the end of the first semester. We'll guide you through the process of developing the questions you'll ask your client in a client interview, and more than likely you'll also do some investigation by talking to the trial attorneys and any appellate or post-conviction attorneys that have previously worked on the case. By the start of the second semester, you'll be developing an investigative plan. You'll be working with the KIPP investigator to develop facts that might help your client. And at the end of the semester, you'll do a detailed final memo with recommendations on what needs to happen in your case after you depart the externship. It's important to know that you'll have some classes that meet in other locations in Kentucky. The KIPP staff travels to the law schools for the traditional instructional sessions, but there'll also be sessions that are off-site. You must be able to take a day to visit your client at the prison, And KIP also has several field day events that are mandatory. KIP conducts a CSI, Crime Scene Investigation Day, that is held in Frankfurt. It begins at 9 a.m. and ends about 4 p.m. Students will also, during the semester, attend a 2-hour lab tour at the Kentucky State Police Lab that's in Frankfurt. And KIP hosts an evening with the exonerees in Frankfurt, where we bring in past exonerees to meet the students and to reconnect with people that have helped secure their freedom. The KIP externship also requires that student develop work product. In order to help our clients, we need the students to work the files the same way a post-conviction attorney would be working the file. We teach our externs how to create and maintain these files, and I'll tell you, it's a little bit of work. This externship requires engagement in the class sessions, and it requires a diligent effort to properly develop the work product in order to help our clients. KIP staff will be reviewing the work product and offering suggestions on how to develop the documents. The KIP externship is designed to be strongly aligned with what law students will experience when they become full-fledged attorneys. This is what you'll be doing when you're going to be working your own cases, and we want to have you fully prepared for that. Many of the KIP cases have similar types of issues that occur over and over. Many innocence cases have issues of government misconduct, misinformation by witnesses, such as incentivized statements or misidentification of a suspect. And the case often will also raise issues of invalid forensic science or possibly an inadequate defense. The issue of government misconduct is a common theme, and this has several different categories, such as informants that are induced to make statements, coerced confessions, information that was withheld from defense that could be exculpatory, or misidentification of witnesses due to leading, photo packs, lineups, or show-ups. Forensic issues are also at play in many cases. There are different areas of forensic science that have led to convictions in the past several decades that are now being called into question or have been entirely discredited. I want to emphasize that these cases cannot be properly worked without leaving your desk. We'll be going to meet our clients, and they're all over Kentucky in the various prisons. You'll be expected to do at least 2 prison visits, one with your client and also one with your partner's client. This is a 2-semester commitment. The law school externs must commit to both the fall and spring semesters because our cases are complex and extensive. We welcome you to join us on our clients' journeys to exoneration.